people have gotten mess. Like these stories, it's like a lot of different writers write something to this to something to add to the mythos of. It's really huge, and it's always getting larger and larger.
I felt bad when my student actually believed that story. Like I felt bad. I'm like, you know, it's make believe, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's all like this. Yeah, I can. I'm sorry. And I did Google. He goes like, oh, that is. Yeah, I don't think the world will be calm. We knew that there was some four-winged angel caged up, just waiting patiently. Like,
but there's a lot of good stuff. There's one like a guy who visits parallel worlds, and he'll kind of talk about like what he found in that world and how it's different from our world.
What's it called?
SCP. That's the one I.
You know what I listen to when I drive home after the caricature jobs is Coast to Coast, the old paranormal radio.
I thought that was like Space
Not
Ghost.
Space Ghost. No, but I'll listen to like some of these jobs they get out like 3 in the morning, and I'll jump to AM and I'll listen to these guys talking about weird stuff. So just the other day I was driving home late at night and they were talking about the chupacabra.
oh.
And I'm like, this is great. And I texted my wife, I'm like, they're talking about the chupacabra right now. All right, with that, I just want to welcome, so wave everybody. Our virtual friends are here.
Hey guys.
So we're going to have a nice drawing warm-up challenge. If you remember from last week's Spine Tingler, if you want to get a scrap piece of paper and you want to take part, we're going to do that. We'll take a look and see who's watching. If you have your device and you have the ability to share this video, if you go to the Free Lunch Studios Facebook page, and if you find the video and you can share it, give it a couple likes, that'll make it discoverable to other people who might need to know, what we're doing here. I'm going to take my mask down just a little bit because I'm talking to you at home. We're here at the Zombie Hideout. We've got our own room. We're at the biggest jam we've had yet in this new age of being here. And we're thrilled that you were able to watch and join us. You've missed a lot. We've talked about food. We've talked about, favorite podcasts. We were talking about movies for a little bit and artists who influence us. So now we're going to talk about an art challenge that we're going to do. Last week we did a Star Wars thing. Who knows what we're going to do this week? So I'm going to take a look and see whose mercy we're going to be at. Yeah, so Aaron's watching, and he yelled out Chupacabra. That's fantastic. And we got a like from Brandy. That doesn't count, Brandy. You're here. But that's awesome. We love you for that. Brandy's literally talking to me right now through the phone. Yes, Greg, we've got a decent amount of people here. I'm going to angle the camera a little bit so we can see just a few more people here. We got full tables, but we have more tables to fill. I think it would be cool if we designed what we think the Chupacabra looks like, or something along those lines. Let's get something. I want to be at the mercy of the people watching. So let's give a second to see. And you guys don't have to watch. All you have to do is like and share. And we'll see who jumps in. Maybe we'll get a friend who is happy to see you hard at work on your creative endeavor. Nikki's pretty plugged in with the social medias. Maybe she'll have some friends tune in. Like, doesn't Taylor Swift follow you, Nikki? So for you, those of you who are watching, what could we draw? We'll do a fun little art challenge for a couple minutes. And we will draw what you think we should draw. A nice little art challenge, a nice little warm-up. Here we go. Uh-oh. Slender and creepy leech mouth. That slender and creepy leech mouth.
Leech mouth?
Leech.
Yeah, I got that.
What?
I know, I got that picture of my
You can do picture in your mind? That's what we're going to go for. So that's your criteria. It could be anything, but slender and creepy leech mouth. That sounds terrible. Slender and creepy with a leech mouth. I know, it is intriguing. This is a good challenge. leech mouth. All right, slender and creepy with a leech mouth. Hi, Max. You guys are great. You don't have to do that, but that's wonderful.
So you wouldn't have to be spare paper, would you?
You want me to tear something out of here? Anybody else need some paper?
Do you have a pencil too?
I might. So it's, we'll get back to the age when we can start having that stuff available for you guys. Who needed paper? There you go. Slender and creepy leech mouth. Just did the you can't see me John Cena wave in front of the camera. All right, slender and creepy.
I'm just drawing what I can draw.
And that's fine too.
I'm in the zone.
That's good. Slender. This is gonna be gross. So what does this probe any memories or anything? Does anything come to mind when you hear this? Slender and creepy with a leech mouth. What comes to mind? What do you think about?
Well, I think of the video game, Behind the Pages, the Slenderman video game.
Oh, see, I know nothing about that.
And that's a Harlan thing. It's
Our
Slender
family.
Man. I was thinking the Slender Man also.
Does the Slender Man have a leech mouth?
No,
He doesn't have a face.
He has no face.
Yeah. You know what he looks like. I feel like you just need a reminder.
I
Like, that
have
was such a
no.
huge
I know
thing.
that people were enamored with this thing,
Yeah.
but I had no personal experience with it. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing.
Yeah, it came out.
That same kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
same kind of-
But it was more of an internet thing. It wasn't a video game.
Yeah. Well,
Did they ever find out who originally made that? Like,
Yeah, they did. It's all documented.
look at this dude.
it kinda
He's got
felt
tentacles
it kinda felt like
sometimes.
everybody was kinda slimming it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and he's got tentacles. Where?
Yes.
Well,
I
that's
would
just
say, like,
one rendering.
Personally,
Like, you know, the
that
Jeff the
vibe.
Killer kind of thing back.
No.
Oh my
I'm kinda
god.
irritated.
It's like fundamental from like.
Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, people like simped over him for a little. I don't know. The internet's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Coming up with
Oh, you know what I was
ideas
saying
for
with that
characters.
girl? It was the same girl who's really into those.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I think it's more like
Yeah, it's
people
really just
like-
faceless
how you-
man,
how you had,
tall
like,
with.
you met somebody who
and
loved
the-
the SCP.
yeah.
or we-
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for educating me.
You're welcome. You want to see Jeff the Killer?
Yeah, might as well.
He's
Right, the
probably.
girl survived.
'Cause I like
He was
how
like a
tall of a
wild
Slender Man is. He's really tall.
Here he is. And it was like, if you look at him for too long or something, he can come kill you. I don't remember.
Oh my
It was a good
god.
one.
Thanks for showing me.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I put you in danger.
Now I'm dead.
Yeah.
Crazy
Sorry.
Negro message.
Oh yeah, this is gross, man. I'm gonna have to find a piece of tape. Or something. I'm not gonna be able to draw all of it. Gross. So if you're just watching virtually, you can do this at home if you want. We're drawing with these inspirational words, slender and creepy leech mouth. And we're coming up with something. We're gonna work on this for, well, maybe 20 minutes. I have no idea how to tell, but we gotta get a clock in here. That's what I need to do.
Check your phone.
My phone's being used, so can you be my timer person? Can you? Yeah, so we figure we've been drawing for 5 minutes. Can you set it for 15 minutes?
Sure. Yeah, that's right.
Oh no, did the Slender Man have really long fingers?
Yeah, he's really.
See, it's already corrupting my ideas.
Am I doing it?
Well, no one said this was Slender.
Oh.
Well, he's depicted in lots of different ways.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's no wrong.
The
with it.
parameters is just tall.
We've gone back to normal fingers.
Yeah.
Normal fingers.
I think the best way to draw him is probably with a crayon, very quickly.
With a crayon?
Yeah, and pictures depicted of him. I think a creepiness would be more like it's fast, it's rushed, it looks like a kid's drawing.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's,
okay. Do you remember the Leech Man from X-Files?
Oh.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite episodes. I can tell you when I was eating for dinner the night I watched that when it premiered, it was so gross. I was eating cheeseburger macaroni.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, there were a number of episodes like that. Just made you lose your appetite.
Oh.
So good though.
Yeah. Fluke Man,
Luke, man.
right? This is pretty gross though. With the
There really
old-
hasn't been a show like that since.
No, it's kind well. They have scary shows, right?
Yeah,
but not like in that way. Like, there's no research, there's no like scientific. It's like.
yeah. I mean, the classic. You got the skeptic, you
Yeah.
got the believer.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
There's always the dynamic between the two, and there's just
Yes.
there's nothing like it.
It was really well written. Yeah,
It was.
very
It was.
fun.
Also, it was frustrating too. Is that when do we get more story? When's the Smoky Man? come
Oh,
out?
yeah. You know, I felt that way too, but then I would appreciate those random nuggets like the postmodern Prometheus about the kids making the comic book about the great mutato, and he was like a real thing running around the town.
Right.
Like you would appreciate, it would make you appreciate those more.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. There was a lot of great things.
But yes, I always wanted the Black Ooze, the Cigarette Man, the Clone Story, the Chris Carter ones. Yeah, like does he even work in TV anymore? Like I would imagine that.
Fringe was another series that was very similar.
That was by the guy who did Cloverfield, right?
Was it?
I think so.
That's right. It was. Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
Oh, add color to it.
Who said that?
I used to go like full ham on them, and I'd go like and plan them out and stuff. Now it's just like, oh shoot, I have another one. Yeah. Give her some purple.
Oh, really? Oh, man, that's awesome.
There's 4 kids in the closet, including me. Or no, 3 including me. So I'm surprised we even got to do it this year.
Anybody getting grossed out by theirs?
Yeah, no, really. Mark, I'm getting upset with the whole suit. Why does he wear a suit together?
Who?
Oh,
Slenderman. Yeah, Slenderman wears a business suit, and that to me just loses.
He fat.
Yeah, I don't remember why. I don't know if there was a reason. I was just more like, I don't know.
I want to be supernatural, but business suit? You know,
I think it adds realism to it, so it's just like, oh, look.
not to me, you're supposed to live in the woods. Where'd you get a suit? How'd you get fit that way? That's very important.
I just had it pressed. Just in time to kill you.
Yeah.
I love it. That makes it creepy. I want to look good when my blood spatters on my suit.
Yeah.
Who fitted you?
Alright, so we're going to have to stop drawing right there. We'll come back to it. This is good. Thank you very much, Mr. Jones, for giving us this suggestion. This is so opposite of what I was working on. Very, this would be a great one for like Halloween season. So we do this every week up at the Zombie Hideout. We do it every week from 5 till 8 o'clock. It's only $5 to join. Kids can come and draw with us, but unfortunately they have to leave at 6 o'clock. And then that lets the adults act like kids after they leave. How's our time, Nikki? What's the score over there?
9 minutes.
9 minutes left? Holy crap. So once we're done with the drawing challenge, we'll do the Monday night news and we'll talk about upcoming events that are important to people like us. And if you have anything you want to contribute to that, I'd be happy to announce it on air, let people know. Yeah, this is gross. Yes. Just gonna take a quick look and see what comments are coming through. Big shout out to Christy and Jeffrey for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Ryan and Jason. Tip the camera up so you can see people working a little bit. We'll do the Monday night news in a little bit as soon as we're done with this drawing challenge. Nikki, what do we got for a time check? 4 minutes?
3.5.
Oh. How's everybody feeling? All right?
I'm much happier with this one than I was with the last one.
Is that right?
What was the last one? The Hammerhead?
Yeah.
That was a good one. I like
Yeah,
that.
I thought it was a fun one too.
Well, I tried to ink it with like 2 minutes left, so.
Yeah, that's tough. But you can always go back and ink later. The further we go, the grosser one gets. Oh, I don't want to hear that.
2 minutes.
What'd you say, 2? Plenty of time. Plenty of time. So our theme was slender and creepy leech mouth. That was contributed by Greg Jones. Was a big horror fan, I know that. I know that for sure. Oh, this is gonna be it.
20 seconds.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nikki.
10.
Oh, oh. Woo. How was that, huh? It's like a little workout, right? Everybody feel good? All right, time for the reveal. All right, so here we go. Greg cannot wait to see. Anybody want to go first? You're going to do it first, Bill? All right, we'll work our way around. All right, so here's the benefit here. We get to see first because we're here. Nikki, I just thought of a great joke. Oh my God. Could have drawn Taylor Swift. All right, so there's Bill's. Look at that. Look at his head. What's going on there? Awesome. Ooh, gross. All right, Randy, did you do it?
I just did a little sketch of a dude.
Nothing? Can I show that?
Yeah, okay.
Look how good this is. You know who she is.
Sweet.
I have
Oh, I love frogs.
Do you want to show the frogs too?
Yeah, I don't care. I just have to like.
This
cram
is
in a sketch.
this is really it though, right?
Yeah, I just crammed in a sketchbook page for like
Look at that.
Friday or last Friday. So.
Look at that.
I like the form.
It is cool. All right, so we're going to show her critter first. Look at that. And it is humanoid. But for the cute factor, A. Couple cute little, hey, that's adorable too. All right, nice job. All right, here we go with Max.
Yo. I
Looks like
like
a little
that.
bit of Little House, what is it? Little Shop of
Little Shop of
Horrors?
Horrors, yeah.
Looks a little small. Oh, that's good.
It's really good. Great line quality thing going on there.
That's really good.
And you went way larger this week than last week, right? I feel like last week you drew kind of small. Look at that. Wow. Bill, you got a $5 bid.
Really?
Yeah. All right. What the heck? It looks like a mean cousin to the thing from the Never-Ending Story.
Yeah.
Right? This is the bad one, the one that didn't get adopted. Right?
It looks like if something terrible happened to Simba.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god.
It's like a hairless.
Look at that
It looks like
face.
from the Never-Ending Story.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that he looks hairless and neat.
I dig it.
Like he's.
I dig it.
Like
That
he's
is
babies.
really
He's
good.
like-
Wow. He turned that quick. Oh, good comments on Brandy's too. All right, Nikki, are you showing your sketch? Okay, no worries. We don't have to. It's not a bullying thing. All right. So we'll go right here first. Work our way around the room. We get to see it first. Look at how cute your shirt is. I'm just noticing that. What's up? Did you see his shirt?
Oh, look
Isn't that adorable? Look at
Oh,
that.
that's sick.
Oh, neat.
The hands are really
That
cool.
is nightmare fodder right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Look at that. He burnt on that one, huh?
And make your eyes a little smaller.
More good comments.
Just on this side.
All right. I didn't even look over my shoulder at yours. Look at that pose. That's cool. Take a look. Oh, do you see what's going on there?
Very dynamic. And yeah, I like that too.
Got some hidden stuff going on there.
And it's very minimalistic. I like that too. It's very, this is something like a kid would draw. Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta, if you're not paying attention, you miss, there's a statement going on here. This is truly scary. Like, there's something going on here. There's a story.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool, very different.
I love that expression. That's great.
I bet you I love this one. Take a look at that. But there's more. Look at that. I'll get further away so you can take it all in. Isn't that sick? That face is just amazing. That's scary. Looks like my dogs when they're fighting. All right, here's my.
Oh, cool. Oh, I love it.
I left part of it blank because I didn't want to finish it.
No, but I like this, but you didn't do the Slender Man, you did the other thing.
Yeah.
That's it, that one.
Also, it said my dad fall.
It's like a swamp witch. Skin flaps and there's leeches on it too.
That's really cool.
Isn't that disgusting?
Pretty gross.
She lives in my backyard.
Nice.
Does he say, hey, guys,
Yep, he loves yours. He said needs a backstory.
Oh.
There's my swamp witch. All right, so awesome challenge, everybody. What time do we have there, Nikki? Can you tell me what time it is? 7:33, perfect time. I'm just going to rattle off the Monday night news real quick. First, I want to thank you guys for coming, and I hope you had a great time. This certainly doesn't mean we're done, but it means we're almost done with our friends that are virtual, so we want to thank you for attending too. It's May, so we've got to talk about some news. The Western Mass Zombies had a great weekend. We saw them win 2 squeakers on Saturday and Sunday. That's why my voice sounds a little funny today. And to help recover my voice yesterday, I literally drank a quart of mocha ice cream from the Dairy Cream over by the airport. That helped a little bit, but not all the way. There will be playoffs now, and I heard we're hosting one of them, and we'll find out more. It all depends on how these games play out for the rest of the season. We're at the Zombie Hideout. It's basically the home base for the Western Mass Zombies basketball team. The last Sunday in May, there's going to be a comic show in Plainville at the Plainville VFW. It's 99 cents to get in. They have a decent amount of vendors. I think I will be vending there. I think it will be my first time back. I think I'm going to have a spot right outside. If it's inclement weather, then maybe I'll go in. But they have a lot of cool stuff at that show.
What's the date?
It's the last Sunday of the month, so I don't know the exact day.
Where is that?
It's at the Plainville VFW. So do you know where Blix is in Plainville, the art supply place?
Oh.
2 or 3 buildings away from there. So if you know how to get to Blix, you know how to get to the comic show. And you can go in there, it costs 99 cents to get in. Lots of cheap books. Lots of cheap books. And if you like the pricey books, they're there too. So you can get a lot of different things there. Other things. Huge announcement when it comes to the Wednesday Night Comic and Manga Club. Huge announcement. This is the first time I've said this out loud. It's coming back, physical. It's going to be at Matt's Comics in Enfield. It's going to be Wednesday night still at the normal time. We'll still have virtual guests, but we'll have physical guests as well from 6 until 7 o'clock every Wednesday night. That's the program that we do at Free Lunch, where we're basically working on creating our own individual stories. Bill, I know you're part of that class. It's fun, right? It's everybody's kind of working on their own stories, and I kind of guide them along. Any challenges that they hit, any speed bumps, we kind of work through it together.
Is it Wednesday?
It's every Wednesday from 6 until 7. And it's going to be a hybrid format, so it'll be physical and virtual. We will start in June meeting at Matt's Comics, and that's in Enfield.
It's on my way to work. Okay.
Yep. And it's a great shop. You know, between Bill's with all the Funko Pops and toys and merch here, and then you've got Matt's Comics in Enfield, which is all trade paperbacks, like 2 very, very different kinds of stores, but both very, very awesome. Very, very awesome. So that's the Wednesday Night Comic and Manga Club, which has been running continuously through COVID virtually, is now going to start having a hybrid audience, which I'm super duper excited about. Sequential Arts, we're in the middle of anatomy. We're just talking about drawing anatomy, and we're really breaking down the muscle structure for these characters. You know, we started with the back, and we're working on biceps. This week it's hands, and I might try to get a little chest work in there. So all month in Sequential Arts, it's all about the body. Drawing and painting for teens, we're still doing that. That's virtual, and I think we're going to introduce tangible as well. And we can do that in the headquarters at the Granby Free Lunch headquarters site. So you hear me talk about that if you watch the Sequential Arts class. We always record in the penthouse suite of the two-park place in the booming metropolis of Granby, Connecticut. Well, we have a great conference room there, and we have a great gazebo right outside in the green that we can utilize there. June, we move forward to June. There's going to be a comic show further south in Connecticut near Middletown area, near Route 66. Big show. Probably twice the amount of vendors maybe than the Plainville show. It's going to cost the same amount to get in. Bill and Brandy, it's the same promoter as the first show that you went to in Enfield. It's the same guy, Scott Palin. And he's got a huge venue, and he's going to fill it up. And you talk about everybody's booking with the awareness of social distancing and whatnot. He went and he found an athletic center. And I'll give you more detailed information as we get closer. But it's the East of the River Comic Show. It's the East of the River. It's the same name as the show that used to be in East Windsor, same show that used to be in Enfield, but now it's going to be down in the Middletown area. But big venue. Big venue. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, D&D. Thank you, Josue. Josue has to get full credit for reminding me last week. We are going to bring D&D back between Josue and Bill, our host here. We're going to start figuring out when we can start doing at least monthly D&D epic visits here. So when you come in, It might be a little bit before lunch, a little bit of lunch, a little bit after lunch. Like, so we're gonna get a lot of D&D in. So if you've never played before, the way we run it here, super welcoming. Like if you've never played, we welcome new players, guide them right along the way. Have you ever played before?
No, I've been intrigued.
It's so much fun. Right? Raise your hand if you friggin' love it. Oh my God. Friggin' love
Does
it.
it really take you a long time to go?
No. Nope. We've got that streamlined so we can pre-generate for you. And we have people who play with us who actually love building characters for other people. Like they'll walk you through the process. Kylie, that's a shout out to you if you're watching. So we have people who love rolling the dice and kind of helping you mold your character. And it is very, very fun. It's hardest for the person who's coming up with the adventure. You know, and we were talking earlier during the jam, we could bring Dungeon Fest, and we could do that here very easily. You know, and have different tables all over the store doing different things. Like we could do a lot here. So Dungeon Fest will be coming back this year.
Are there other rooms that you use to?
We can't use the gaming room, but there's so much landscape. Like there's tons of space out there. Obviously, tons of space here. We can move everything here rolls around. So I think that there's a lot of opportunity for us to do some great things here. Dungeon Fest. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody else have anything? You should, if you were here earlier, you could have told us about the show that you were going to be in. But does anybody else have anything special? Any events that are coming around? Like Bill, you have that swap meet that happens at the museum.
June, I just don't have the date. The Vintage Radio and Communications Museum.
And that's Vintage Radio and Communications in Windsor.
In Windsor. Yes.
And they do a monthly swap meet.
Monthly swap meet. Bring your own radios, CD equipment, stereo equipment. You name it, anything. Actually, I see laptops go there.
Really?
Pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
I have an event. The car show is coming May 24th at State Line.
The May 24th at.
It's at State Line at 5 o'clock.
Okay. All right. So that's coming up. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody wants to do a shout out for a special event?
Oh, well, I'll be in Mohegan Sun.
Oh, that's right. Josue's making his big show debut. He's been doing a couple practice ones to get him out of the way.
That's right.
Now he's getting ready for the big dance over at Mohegan Sun. I'm going to visit. I'm going to get rocked on donuts, and I'm going to hang out like a floozy at his booth. He's going to be like, I should have hired Matt Ryan as a booth babe, right? No, I'm not going to do that. But we wish you the best of luck. That's super duper exciting.
What the date?
It'll be the last week of July. I know it goes right into August.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it Venicon or Terrificon?
Terrific.
Terrific. Yeah. And it's a great show. Have you been to that?
Yes, I was there with Angry Geeks.
Oh, very cool.
What are you going to be doing at?
Oh, I'll have booths and stuff.
He's going to be working.
Yeah, it'll be from 29th, 30th, and 31st.
And what are you going to be selling at the show?
I'll be selling prints, stickers, and hopefully a t-shirt.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. Just gotta get it to the printer soon.
Do you have the design here?
You got time.
Yes, I do.
Oh, we get an exclusive here?
Actually, no. Well, here's one of the stickers I'm working on.
This is going to be a sticker. Oh,
Yeah, my Ahsoka sticker.
Ahsoka Tano sticker. In progress.
Laura Croft, she's ready to, she's all set to go. That was what worked last time.
Although I'm looking at, wow, that is awesome right there. I haven't seen your stuff in so long. Listen,
Yeah, Laura Croft. Laura Croft.
Oh,
Good to go.
that's looking sharp.
Yeah, I don't want to pick up that sticker.
Cool.
So Josue's going to have a table at the Mohegan Sun, the Mohegan Sun Terrificon. So be there. Be there. If you see me there, give me a donut.
hey Matt, June 12th, 8 a.m. is the swap meet.
June 12th, that's quick. It's right around the corner.
Yep.
June 12th, and that's the next swap meet at it's called the Radio.
Vintage Radio Communications Museum of Windsor.
All right, very cool, very cool. Trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it, right? All right, so let's wave goodbye to our friends on the internet. Thanks for tuning in. We get to stay, you don't. So maybe you should come out and jam with us. We'll see you next time. Greg, thanks for your contribution. We appreciate that.